inhaling and exhaling properly, we start to look for the beginnings and the endings of the breath. So as we inhale and we fill up the whole lungs, and when the lungs are completely full, that's the end of the inhale and the beginning of the exhale. And you keep exhaling until all of the air has left the body. And that's the end of the exhale. And then we start to inhale again. The breath decides when it's finished, not us. We fill up until the top, and then we'll hold for 1 second, and then slowly, slowly exhale. When all the air has left the body, then we begin the inhale again. Making sure that you fully expand your lung capacity. When you're completely full, hold for 2 seconds. And then slowly, slowly exhale. When all the air has left the body, inhale up the hands. And bring the hands as you exhale through the center meridian of the body. Let's bring ourselves together. Inhale, lift up through the hands. Looking to the thumbs maybe, and then exhale, come down through the center. We'll try to scoop up ourselves and all of our energy and bring it inside. Exhale. And we'll keep it in here through the practice. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Just nice and easy, keeping the sit bones connected to the heels. Spread the fingers. Don't have the shoulders bunched up around the ears. Roll the shoulders back and down. And calm. Maybe gently relax the head down. Inhale, coming back up. Nice calm face, no struggles here. Exhale down. We're going to walk the hands over to the left side. Just keeping nice and calm. Bring the left elbow into the side of the body. Inhale, lift up. And reach through the right side of the body. Look to your palm. Exhale, come back to the floor, all the way around to the front side. Take a breath in and out here. And we walk the hands around to the right side. Bring the right elbow into the body. And lift up, looking to the left palm. Exhale, come back to the floor, all the way around to the front side. Maybe come a little bit deeper, and we can rest the head gently on the floor. Let's take a couple of breaths here and look to the hands and try and use the core strength to come back up. Bring the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind. Inhale, lift the chest open and rotate the shoulders so we can start to move through the middle of the back, through the thoracic spine. And then come back around to the front side. Bring the left hand behind, right hand to left knee. Inhale, lift up. And exhale again to look behind. Exhale, let's come out back to the front side. And we're going to take the knees out underneath the hips, the hands underneath the shoulders. And again, at this beginning point of the practice, we're just trying to bring some calmness to the body. We keep this same rhythm of breath that we started the practice with, just inhaling, filling up the lungs, and exhaling. And try and maintain the calm breaths throughout the practice. If you find your breath starts to become erratic and short, then just stop, collect yourself, start again, okay? This is your practice. This is all about you, right? It's not about what I'm doing here. This is just offering you some tools and some options, okay? You don't have to do all of the things. Okay, just rocking from side to side. Just starting to feel a little bit of movement into the hips, into the shoulders. And let's just drop back onto the left heel as we exhale. Come onto the right side. Inhale forwards. Bring the shoulders right over the top of the fingertips so we can start to stretch the forearms back. Squash into the toes. Inhale, coming forwards. Let's really stretch the back of the forearms. Come back again. Squash into these left toes. Squash into the right toes. And then inhale, coming forwards again. One more time back. Inhale, coming forwards. When we get to the left hand, we're going to drop back to the right side and then drop into the right side, onto the right heel, squash the toes. Onto the left heel, and then inhale, come forwards. One more time back. And then forwards. Exhale. Inhale. And let's just come back to a neutral situation here, neutral position. Okay, we're going to tuck under the toes. Push up the hips. Come into downward dog. And just pedal the feet here at this point. Just trying again, checking in with the ankles, the shins, everything. We just want to know how everything is working today. Extending through the side body. Finding that strength through the hands. And looking to the hands, step forwards, right foot. Okay. And just focus, breathe. Heels of your hands in line with the heel of your front foot. Try not to bump up your back here. We want to lengthen. So lengthen through the back heel. Bring the chin forwards. And just breathe. Try and find some calmness in the posture. We're going to step back into downward dog. Step back. Bring the feet in downward dog. The feet want to be about hip distance apart. Maybe you need to bend the knees so you can extend the hip bones up and back. Breathe, nice calm breaths. And then look to the hands, step forwards, left foot. Again, bring the heels of your hands in line with the heel of your front foot. Don't want a big arch in your back here again, so try to extend, lengthen. And bring calmness to your face. Bring a little bit of calmness to the breath. And then looking to the toes, we're going to step forwards, right foot. Halfway left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the chin and come all the way up. Looking to the thumbs, exhale, through the center of the body. Okay, so we begin Surya Namaskara A. Position, bring the feet together, toes, grab the mat with the toes, switch on through the thighs, shoulders back and down, draw in the navel or the belly, so lift up the rib cage. Just have a couple of breaths here in Tadasana. Always trying to bring calmness to the nervous system. And then we'll inhale up the hands. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring the hands to the shins, roll back the shoulders. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back to plank. And come down for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, stretch your feet. And exhale back into downward facing dog. And we'll take 5 breaths here. Calm breaths. Again, we're just going to observe what's happening to you in these 5 breaths. Are you finding yourself with impatience, wanting the 5 breaths to be over so you can move on to the next thing? Are you being impatient because your arms may be tired? Looking to the hands, step forwards, right and left foot, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale. So when we have these places of rest for the 5 breaths, try and find the calmness, okay? Try not to be impatient with yourself. Try not to be constantly pushing, just observing what's going on with your body. Inhale, looking to the thumbs. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back. I'm going to give you a chaturanga variation. So from plank, come to knees, stick out your bottom, and come down to the chin, and lift up into upward facing dog. Make sure in upward facing dog there's nothing but hands and feet on the floor only. Exhale back into downward dog. 5 breaths here. Maybe here you have your knees bent, so you can try and get a little bit more extension through the tailbone. And let's look to the hands, step forwards, right and left foot, halfway left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the head, come all the way up, looking to the hands. Exhale. When we are folding forwards and coming back out, we'll keep the head lifted. Don't drop your head down here because it will ruin your back, okay? Keep your head lifted, you inhale up. Keep looking and follow the hands down. As the hands reach, so will your head. Inhale, halfway left. Extend, trying to get the neck to extend away from the body so we create the space. Exhale, back to the floor, step back to plank. Come down through chaturanga, through your variation. Inhale, upward facing dog, just hands and feet. Back into downward facing dog. Let's look to the hands and step forward, right and left foot. Halfway left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's come all the way up. Look into the thumbs. Exhale. Position. Okay, we're doing all right? Good. Let's bend the knees. Surya Namaskara B. Sweep the fingers through the mat and come up into Utkatasana, chair pose. Open the throat. Exhale, tip the hips forwards and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor. I'm going to give the variation again. Come down through Chaturanga. Push up into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. And back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. 5 breaths. Looking to the hands, step forwards, right and left foot. Halfway left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees and sweep the fingers through the mat and come up into Utkatasana. Exhale. Okay, so this time we're going to do Surya Namaskara B with warrior poses. Virabhadrasana. Okay, inhale, bend the knees, sweep the fingers through the mat, come up into Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, extend. Exhale, let's step back into plank, come down through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Let's step the left foot to the side, 45 degrees. The right foot comes between the hands, hips facing forwards. Inhale, up. Exhale, come back to the floor. Come down through Chaturanga. Inhale, up. Back into downward dog. Let's step the right foot to the side. Just so the right heel is just in front of your left toes. And step your left foot forwards. And again, lift up into Virabhadrasana. Exhale, come all the way back through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And back into downward facing dog. And take 5 breaths here. Calm breaths. And we'll look to the hands and step forwards, right and left foot. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees. And sweep the fingers through the mat. And come up into Utkatasana. Exhale. Okay, we'll do one more. Because I know you love them. Okay, bend the knees, sweep the fingers through the mat, and come up into Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back. Come down through Chaturanga. Inhale, open. Back into downward dog. Let's step the left foot to the side, right foot forwards. Empty the air here. And lift up into Virabhadrasana. 5 breaths here, keep calm. Exhale, come back to the floor. All the way down through chaturanga. Inhale up. Come back into downward dog. We're going to step the left foot forwards. Okay, and come back up into Virabhadrasana. Keep your left knee over your left ankle. Looking to your thumbs. And come all the way back down through chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back into downward dog. Let's take 5 breaths here. Look into the hands, step forwards right and left foot, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees and sweep the fingers through the mat. And come up into Utkatasana. Exhale. Just come into position, come to the top of the mat. Okay, we're going to bring the feet hip distance apart. Sides of the feet parallel with the sides of the mat. So we keep even weight in the big toe and the little toe. I'm going to come from the side so you can see what's going on. Bring the hands to the hips, lift the chest, and push back the hips. Keep the head lifted, and just keep pushing back your hips till you fold in half. You might just be to here, okay? You might even be here. Just keep pushing back the hips. The more you push back the hips, and then we'll stretch through the hamstring and see if we can collect the toes. With your first 2 fingers and your thumbs, these are your guns, okay? Get your toes and then stand back on the fingers so we can create the strength in the feet. And then we come down. So we have the whole body involved in the posture at the same time. Tailbone going up. And find the calmness. Inhale, let's come back up. And we're going to bring the hands underneath the balls of the feet so you can pull the toes back. Okay, and then exhale, come back down again. Inhale, halfway lift, release the hands and come back up. Let's step to the top of the mat. Samastiti. It's calm. Okay, we're going to step out the right foot. So we turn sideways on the mat. Sides of the feet parallel with the sides of the mat. We don't want our feet out like this. Pushing in to the little toe and the big toe. So we're trying to grab the mat with both big toe and little toe. Turn out the right foot. Okay, we're going to keep the hips facing me. Inhale, and then exhale. Come down to collect your toes. If you need to, you can bend this front knee. Stand back on the toes. Find the rotation. And then look to the thumb. Straighten your front leg. Breathe. Find the calmness, the concentration. And we'll come out as we came in, bring the left hand back to the hip. Turn to face your toes. And let's push back up, use the core strength. We're going to turn the right foot in and the left foot out. Hips facing me still, okay? And remember, you can be at any of these stages. If you need to bend this front knee, it's fine. Come down and hook the toes. And open the body. Before you throw this hand up, open the body, turn the body, turn the body, turn. Find the rotation. See if we can find the extension in the front leg. And then extend. Into Trikonasana. Calm breaths. Come out as we come in. We'll bring the right hand back to the hip. Turn to face the toes. Use the core strength to lift yourself back up. We're going to turn the left foot in, the right foot out. So we're now facing the back of the mat. Both hips are now facing the back of the mat, okay? Inhale up through the left side. I'm going to use a couple of props maybe here. Block if you have. If you don't have, I'll give you some other options. So we're going to lift up through the left side and come down, maybe onto a block. If you don't happen to have a block at your house, I'm going to give you lots of other options, okay? Option one, just deal with the balance here. Find the balance. If you're wobbly, just stay here. Engage the perineum, engage the core. We come up with the left hand. You can take it to the inside of the foot to start with. Okay, don't fall over, James. Or you can take it to the shin, okay? You can hold your shin. Or if it's possible, we'll take to the outside of the foot. And then find the rotation through the body. Find the rotation, and then extend the right hand up. 5 breaths. Bring the hand back to the hip. Turn to face the toes. Let's push ourselves back up. Use the core. Turn the right foot in, left foot out. Hips again, facing the other end. You have all of the options as before with a block. I'm going to show you them maybe again. Ooh, sorry, just lost my balance a little bit. So this in itself can make you a bit wobbly. Inhale up the right side, and you can take it to the inside of the foot, to the shin, to a block, or to the outside of the foot. Extend, rotate through the middle of the back, through the thoracic spine, then extend. Let's bring the hand back to the hip. Turn to face the toes. And let's lift back up and step to the top of your mat. Stand steady. It's warm in my house. Okay. If you know my house, you know. What are we doing? Wow, time flew today. Okay, let's step out into Parsvakonasana. Feet a little bit wider, turn the right foot out. Again, if you happen to have a block, you can take it to the outside here. If you don't, you can hang out up here with your arm just on the front of the knee. This back foot, the little toe into the floor. Don't let this collapse. Your knee will collapse, you'll have problems. Strength through the outside of the leg here. If it's possible, we'll take the right hand to the outside of the right foot and turn to look over your shoulder and then extend to look to the palm. And we'll take this left hand behind. You can stay exactly where you are. You don't have to come to the next point. We'll take the right hand under and we'll bind the hands. And then look again behind you. And release the hands. Turn back to face the toes. And let's push up. Turn the right foot in. Left foot out. And again, we'll come down. There's all these options. Hang out here. Take the left hand to the outside of the left foot. Extend. Through. Reach right through the right side of the body. Just take the right hand behind, left hand under. Collect the two hands together and rotate to look over your right shoulder. Breathe. And release the hands. Turn back to face the front toes. And let's step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, come all the way up. Let's see where we're at with the time, guys. Holy chase. Okay. Do one more standing. Let's turn, step out. And we're going to turn to face the back of the mat. So we have these feet, again, left foot pointing at 45 degrees. The right foot is straight in front of you. Trying to grab the mat with these feet. Option A, collect your elbows at the back here. Option B is we see if we can reverse prayer the hands. Up your back. Lift the chest, shoulders back, and extend forwards. Focusing, your drishti point here is at your toes. Inhale, pushing into the front leg. Let's lift ourselves up and we're going to turn to face the front of the mat. So turn the right foot in, left foot out. Lift the chest and extend forwards again. And just breathe, calm breaths. Inhale, let's come back up. And we'll come and step to the top of the mat. Samastiti. Okay. Inhale, up the hands. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Extend. Exhale, let's step back. Come down through chaturanga. Inhale, open. Just your hands and feet in upward dog on the floor. Exhale, back into downward dog. And then looking to the hands, let's hop into sitting. Okay, how are we all doing? It's a beautiful morning out there today, isn't it? Nice and sunny. I was out there this morning. Okay, I want to get into a little bit of sitting, and time is flying away from me. So we'll start in Dandasana. Okay, I'm going to come from the side here so you can see a little bit more what I'm doing. So Dandasana, we want to be sitting up nice and straight here, okay? We don't want to bump out on the back. Here might be challenging enough, just stay here, okay? If you've been coming to some of my classes, we work a lot on Mula Bandha, on the perineum, which is down here, okay? You'll probably know where your perineum is. So we've been working a lot on getting our strength, that's core strength from there, okay? So we're going to investigate that a little bit now. So come and sit into Dandasana, bring the hands a little bit forwards, and then bring your shoulders a little bit forward. So Dandasana is here, we are now here, okay? We're leaning it forward a little bit into the posture. And then we're going to lift up for 5 breaths. So if you come to my class, you'll know what I don't want you to do is I want you to push down so much into the shoulders. It's not about here. It's about here, about lifting up. So we can push a little bit into the shoulders. That will get us to there. And then we have to lift up, use the core. Okay? That's what we're going to practice, lifting this bit up. Okay, ready? 5 breaths. Let's go. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, look. There's no cheating. You're only cheating yourselves. Okay. I'm going to do this again. If you have a block or a book or something, you can put your right foot on. I'm going to do this again. No cheating. No holding your breath. Okay, you ready? Let's go. Inhale up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's come back down. We're going to swap feet. So we'll put the left foot on top of there. A little cramp in there. Okay, you ready? Inhale, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent work. Well done. Okay, let's inhale up the hands. Exhale, fold forwards into Paschimottanasana. So with all of these sitting postures, I'm going to give you so many options. Okay, I've got a little belt here. If you don't happen to have a belt, you can always use a towel. Okay, and you can come over into Paschimottanasana in so many different ways. To be honest, my preferred way, if you can't reach the toes, is to bend the knees, but keep the knees together, not like this, okay? Knees together, and then you're going to bring your rib cage and your belly on top of the thighs. I'm going to show you for this posture because this works for all of the others too. And then you slowly, as you get more flexible, you slide the heels away and you come down. We do not want this situation. This is just bad for your back and it's going to make you ill. We want this, okay? Extending forwards. Inhale, come back up. Let's bring the hands over. Even if you have to bend your knees, that's fine. Draw the toes back. I'm going to bend these toes. We're creating strong feet, okay? Inhale, and then exhale, we'll come forwards again. Inhale, let's come back up. We're going to take a little vinyasa. So the lifting up thing, this thing we're doing is building the vinyasa. Okay, so the vinyasa is we cross the feet and we hop back if it's possible. That's probably not possible because that's quite advanced. So I'm going to show you a little half vinyasa, okay, just to get you started. So we're going to cross the feet, come up onto the hands and just step back. Come down for chaturanga. Inhale up, back into downward dog. And looking to the hands, just do a little hop. And sit back on your heels. We'll come back. We'll bring the hands behind, Purvattanasana. And we're going to come up. There's two options. There's the full posture. You can do here, or you can do reverse tabletop. Feet hip distance apart, lift the hips. Squeeze the perineum, push the hips up. Let the throat open. And slowly come back to the floor. Okay, let's take this right leg, okay? And we're going to take this right leg into Janusasana. So let's take it just into the side of the thigh here. Again, please break these postures down. This is part one. Stay here. If this is enough of a struggle, if you find yourself bumping out, if you find yourself just finding this difficult to stay balanced, just stay here. Exhale, we can come forwards. We can bend this knee. You can use the towel. You can use a belt. Protect your back, shoulders, reasonably relaxed. Focus on staring at your toe and breathe. Inhale, let's come up. Unwind this leg, and we'll take the left leg in. Okay, looking to the right toes. Inhale up again through the hands so we can extend forwards. You see, if we just come like this, we're short. We're never going to make it because this is already pushing backwards. So we lengthen, okay? We find this movement, and we open and lengthen upwards and then come forwards, creating the space for the body to move into. And then we come to our 5 breaths again, where we just calm. Maybe each breath allows us to go a little bit more into the posture. Okay, and we're going to come back up. We're going to take another vinyasa. So I'm going to just build on the bit of vinyasa that I've given you. So we're going to cross the feet, rock onto the hands. You can step back like we did before, or you can do a little hop. Okay, inhale up, exhale back into downward dog. And again, just do a little bunny hop forwards and sit on the feet again. Okay, come into Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. So, get this foot, take it into the hip crease. Sorry, take it into your elbow crease. And this knee, we're going to take into the other elbow crease. So this gives the ankle and the knee a nice little bit of protection while you're rotating and understanding what's happening with your rotation in the hip. So I'll come sideways. So when you're looking at this, if you're like this, then you've got problems with this part anyway. So you stay here and you focus on trying to sit up straight, okay? If that's fine, take this foot into the hip crease. We'll come round and collect the toes, or you come round and collect your belt, or your towel, or whatever it is that you have for an arm extension. Reach for the left foot. You can stop at any of these points. You might just be staying here today. Any pain in the knee, you'll definitely be staying here. If we can come forwards. 5 breaths. Inhale, nice and gently. Let's unwind back out of the posture. And we'll take the right leg in. We start just open a little bit into the hip. Again, you can stop at any of these points, okay? You don't have to go to the ultimate. You have to understand where it is you are today in your practice. Come around, collect the toes, keeping the breath, most importantly, nice and calm. And then we look to the right foot, staring at your right toes, and then coming forward. Inhale, let's come back up. Release your foot. We're going to take a little vinyasa. So we build on the vinyasa all the time. Cross feet, hop, or step back, come down through chaturanga. Stretch, hands and feet only on the floor. Exhale back into downward dog. And then looking to the hands, we're going to hop back into sitting. A little bit of hopping around in Ashtanga, isn't there? Okay, we'll come into Marichyasana. This class has gone super, super quick. So anyway, it might end up lasting a little bit longer, this class, than we anticipated. So I hope that's okay with everybody, because we didn't get sweet. It was about 5 minutes late starting. Come in to Marichyasana. Okay, let's bring this right foot into the side, into the glute. This left leg is very active. Okay, this just goes floppy, and this makes really hard work for the rest of the body. We need all of the body to work together. So we engage this leg, engage this foot. That's going to help the stability. Okay, and then we try and get the shoulder past the knee. If that's not happening, just hug this knee, and then just keep trying to push the knee back and back and back until we can possibly come into a bind. Stay here or extend the chin forwards to come down. Okay, let's come back up and we're going to do the other side. So in Ashtanga, every side we do a vinyasa. But just for today, we're just going to do both sides and then a vinyasa. So again, see if we can get the shoulder past. Otherwise, we're just here, hugging this knee into the chest, trying to get the knee past, and then eventually we get the flexibility to come forwards. Five breaths. Let's release. Cross feet. Rock up onto the hands. Hop or step back. Down through chaturanga. Open. Back into downward dog. Looking to the hands. Let's hop back into sitting. And we're coming to Marichyasana B. Okay. So, there's lots of things with Marichyasana B. I'm going to show you the full posture and I'm going to show you a variation. Okay, so we take the foot just like we did in Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana, and we put this into the hip crease here, okay? And then just come onto the thigh, slide this knee up, and you can actually just hang out here, right? And just understand this part, understand the flexibility here. And then we start to work our way up. Slowly walk this hand up. Keep this knee on the floor. If it starts waving around, it becomes dangerous for the knee. Okay, keep that supported. Turn the toes in, and then we see if we can bind. Okay, and then we'll bring our chin down to the floor. Okay, variation for that is we take this foot and we bring it underneath. We take this foot in front and then we can try and bind, okay? So wherever you are, just breathe. A couple more breaths here. And let's release back out so we can do the other side. So, okay, so be nice to your body here, okay? Don't be forcing things that don't want to happen yet. It takes time to understand. It takes time to get the flexibility. But most of all, I think what I've learned through the practice is it's about understanding postures. It's about understanding how your body works. It's about understanding your limitations. And it's about not trying to practice with your ego, because the ego hurts you. So if you're always pushing with your ego, that's when we get injuries in the practice. I've been there, yes. I've been there with the ego monster. Let's cross feet. Let's step and hop back. Inhale up. And exhale back to downward dog. Looking to the hands, step or jump forwards. Okay. Tick, tick, tick. Okay, Vrikshasana C. Okay. Again, I'm going to give you lots of options. But option one, make sure this is stable. This is very important. This leg is going to stabilize you. If it goes all weak, then you've left all of the work to the upper body to stabilize. Use the lower body. Use the lower body to stabilize the upper body. Okay, so we're going to now hug this knee with the left hand. This is my right knee. Left hand. Bring the right hand behind. And we just hug it into the chest. And all the time we're trying to push it past so we can get this right shoulder, sorry, this left shoulder even, past the right knee. And once we get past and we find the rotation, then we can bind the hands. If you haven't managed to get your shoulder past, it will take time. Breathe. And release the hands. Release the right leg down. Let's bring the left leg up. Again, you can stop at any of these points. This might be point A. Just might be where you're at here. Okay? Don't try to do all of the turning just with the neck, because you'll just ruin your neck. The movement is in the shoulders. It's in the middle of the back. Find the movement. Keep rotating. Breathe. See if we can find the hands. And release the hands. Let's take a little vinyasa. Cross the feet. Step or jump back. Come down through chaturanga. Inhale, open. Exhale back into downward dog. Let me just check. Okay. Let's look to the hands. And we're going to jump on the hands. Okay. If you can't jump on your hands, just hop a little bit forwards. And I'm going to show you this from a different angles. Bhujapadasana. So look, this is a very challenging posture. Okay, I ain't going to lie. This is very difficult. But we're going to play around with it. It's part of the series. And when you start to practice the series, the primary series, it kind of works, especially with a lot of teachers, that you have to progress one posture at a time. So until you understand this posture, you can't move on to the next posture. I'm not so dogmatic like that. I think you can do what you like, to be honest. But anyway, let's try out this posture. Okay, so Bujja Padasana. We're going to stand a little bit on the hands. Don't be horrible to your hands. Just nice and gently. We're going to put the heels on the hands and push the elbows so you're almost sitting on the top of your arms. Okay, strong hand foundations. And we start to heel toe the feet towards each other. And we can stop at any of these points, okay? And see if we can cross the feet. If we can cross the feet, and then we see if we can tip forwards and bring the chin down. And we'll hold here. And then we come back out and bring the feet back. So, let me show you that from the other side. Okay, and it's not easy, okay? But we have a little Saturday morning play, and we have to try, otherwise we never fly, okay? Now, when I first tried this, I remember very well falling on my face. So I'm going to give you a cushion. Okay. Come back out, bring the hands under, walk the feet towards each other. Cushion's in the wrong place. Let me get that there. I just want to show you how to fall into your cushion and how it's all going to be lovely. So cross the feet, and if you think you're going to fall over, just plant your head. Okay. Oh, stop. Okay, so that's the other option. So plant your head into the floor. Okay, we're going to have one more little go, so you can all have a little try. And the other thing you can do, the other thing is if your tailbone's up too high, you'll fall on your face, but down too low, and you fall backwards. Okay, let's cross feet. Step or jump back, come down for chaturanga. Inhale, open, upward facing dog. Back into downward facing dog, and look into your hands. Let's step into sitting. Okay, we'll come onto our backs. Have a little hug. Hug your knees into your chest. Maybe collect your feet and bring your chin. Let's get a little bit fetal. And just rocking a little bit from side to side. Breathe. Okay, and we're going to extend the left leg down, and we're going to hook the right toes. Nice and calm now. Extend through the right heel. Nice calm breaths. So I don't know if you can see my foot here. What I do is when I hook my big toe with the first two fingers and the thumb, then I hook the fingers with my toe. Okay? Watch what's going on with this thigh. Is it turning out? Or is it turning in? Try and keep it turning inwards. Okay. And then we're going to rotate, or we're going to drop this right leg out to the right side. At the same time, turn the thigh a little bit. So we get a little bit of rotation. And then looking down your left side, try and keep your left hip onto the floor, the left shoulder onto the floor. Calm breaths here, okay? Again, we're just calming everything down now. Inhale, let's come back up. And we can see if we can take this foot. You know, you can always just use a towel here or something. Okay, but it's possible to get the foot. And then we can take a deep inhale, and an exhale, we bring the chin and the shin together. Exhale, just coming back down. Inhale up the left side, Hook the left toe. So I'll show you here. So this is what I mean. First two fingers in the thumb, hook the toe, then hook the fingers. And what this does is creates the strength in the feet. We really need our feet to be nice and strong. We're only as good as our foundations, you know. Just breathe, nice calm, no stressing here. Let's see if we can extend out to the left side. I've hit Ganesha. I've hit the wall. Okay. Breathe. And then coming back up. Take your foot either side. Take a deep inhale. With an exhale, bring your chin back to the shin. And release. And we'll cross feet and rock up to sitting. And we'll cross feet and rock up to sitting one more time. And this time we jump up into chaturanga. Inhale up, exhale back into downward dog. And looking to the hands, let's jump back into sitting and then come back into shavasana. Relax the whole body. Okay, so in your shavasana, I recommend a little blanket. Okay, nice little blanket in shavasana. Make it nice for yourself. And just relax the whole body. I'm going to sit up and talk to you a little bit. You just relax your whole body. And just relax. Start to scan through your body. Starting from your little toe. And just acknowledging every part of your body. So starting from your little toe, working your way up through the body. Just acknowledging, sending a little bit of love to that part of the body. Releasing and relaxing that part of the body. We hold on to a bit of tension in our bodies. In different places, we're all different. Some people hold the tension in their heads, they've got headaches, you know, or they've got stress in their necks. We're always holding on, okay, and we need to find ways of letting go. Through the practice, when we're working through with the whole body, we start to understand a little bit how we work. We start to build pathways as we acknowledge parts of the body. We build pathways to those parts of the body. These pathways allow us to bring about flexibility. These pathways allow us to bring about healing. These pathways inform the way we move. Making this connection with your mind and body, that is yoga. The key link to join your mind and body is your breath. And just breathing normally. And just relax the whole body. Relax your shoulders into the floor. Relax your face. Just relax the whole body. Relax your mind. You don't have to be anywhere, there's nothing to do. So if you're quite happy, if you're quite happy here in Shavasana, you can just stay here for as long as you like. Stay there nice and relaxed. I'm going to start to bring the class to a close. But if you're really happy in your Shavasana, it's only been a very short time, I know, because class time ran out, but you can stay wherever you are. I'll just slowly start to bring the class to a close. So for those that want to finish with me, just start to make your way up slowly, slowly to a seated position. No rush, just slowly making your way up. Okay, let's bring the hands to the heart. Join with an Om to complete the class, just to respect each other. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rub your palms together, creating He and Prana. And place your warm palms over your closed eyes. And blink your eyes open to the darkness of the palms. Return the hands to the heart. Thank you.